It's the end of October 1932. The Great Depression is in full swing. Prohibition is still in effect, and the election is fast approaching. The incumbent Herbert Hoover is running against the governor of New York, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Ever since the stock market crash in 1929, the economy has been a nightmare. Hoovervilles have popped up all over the place, and unemployment is absurdly high at about 25%. In fact, it's gotten so bad, the government has completely stopped minting nickels, dimes, half dollars, and silver dollars.
Prohibition isn't making things any better. While most people who want alcohol can obtain it fairly easily, they have to either make it or buy it on the black market. Making alcohol can be quite time-consuming, and the black market is quite expensive, especially at a time when most people don't have much money. Organized crime is also at an all-time high, with rum running and moonshine in such high demand. Since the Great Depression and Prohibition are playing such large roles in everyone's lives, the upcoming election is of utmost importance.
The University of Maryland College Park is also feeling the effects of the Great Depression and Prohibition. Students are feeling very strapped for cash, with alcohol being as expensive as it is, and tuition costing over $80 a year. And like the rest of the nation, the student body has had enough. They want Roosevelt to take control and turn this country around.
This is Raymond Pearson, president of the University of Maryland since 1926. He has an impressive agricultural background, becoming the assistant chief of the dairy division of the United States Department of Agriculture at the age of 23, and later becoming a professor of dairy science. Things have been going pretty well under his tutelage, with a focus on renovating the campus by purchasing more land and building new buildings.
Come in. This is Lewis Howe, political advisor of Franklin Roosevelt since 1909. Originally a journalist, Howe has helped Roosevelt in many capacities throughout his political career, including helping him win a seat in the New York Senate in 1910, helping him run for vice president in 1920, and even assisted him during his recovery from polio in the mid-1920s. Since Howe has been working for Roosevelt for the last 13 years, he has a lot staked in the upcoming election. Mr. Howe. Good day, sir. How are you?
Doing well, President Pearson. How are you doing, sir?
Quite well, thank you. Here, let me just close this up. Shouldn't you be out there campaigning? The election's in a week.
Yeah, that's what I came here to talk to you about. It seems the Roosevelt campaign has had a little bit of a snag.
A snag?
Yeah, it seems that even though with the economy the way it is at the moment, Hoover should have no support and Roosevelt should have a fairly easy win in a week from now. But for some reason, a lot of public support has been with Hoover, and we're kind of unsure why.
Interesting. Well, how can I help? I certainly would like to help Governor Roosevelt get elected.
Good. Glad to hear that. So it seems that the main issue that I've found is that the Mafia wants Hoover to win.
The Mafia?
Yes. See, what's been going on is they have a very, very profitable black market right now with bootlegging alcohol. And with Hoover in office, they can keep prohibition going and maintain their black market.
Interesting. The Mafia.
The Mafia is behind this.
So what do you want me to do? I can't do anything about the Mafia. Shouldn't you bring this to the police?
So the police weren't able to help because they don't know who exactly is in the Mafia. Now, we know that the Mafia is based here in College Park, especially in the sororities and fraternities, because they're the ones who buy the most alcohol.
The Mafia is based here?
Yes. We think that this campus, out of all the campuses in the country, buys and sells the most alcohol, and the Mafia, as a result, decided to base themselves here.
I suppose also that could make sense, because it's quite close to D.C., so if they're going to try to rig an election, then this might be a good place to do it. Okay, so what do you want me to do about it? I don't know. I can't control the Mafia. I have no power over them.
No, but you have control over the students. See, what we think we should do, and you can decide if you want to join in this endeavor, is we encourage the fraternities and sororities specifically to vote for other fraternities and sororities that they think have Mafia members involved in those houses. They can also vote for Mafia members in their own house whom they think are involved in this rigging. Then all the results will get sent to you. You'll tally everything up, and the people who seem to have the most kind of suspicion about them will get sent to the police. The police will arrest them, and they'll take care of them from there.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, You want to use the students of this university to root out the mafia.
Yes, sir.
And you think that they can do this because the students would know who these mafia members are, since they're the ones buying the illegal alcohol.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. Interesting. I need to think about this. Give me a minute.
Okay.
So the mafia is here. And you want to use the students of this university. I mean, and I guess because the police won't help, you said. So the police, I mean, I never had much respect for the police, but the police won't help.
You can't do very much with this.
And, I mean, we all really do want Governor Roosevelt
Let's not get ahead of ourselves a little bit here, sir.
to get elected, because, I mean, the economic times in Hoover is just awful. I mean, he crashed this country.
He did.
Hmm.
So what do you say?
Well, it is a bit desperate, but I'm thinking that maybe this could work. And I'm even thinking that there might be some students here who have certain abilities
Interesting.
that they might be able to use to help root out the mafia.
Maybe a good idea.
Yes, indeed. Yes. I think this could work.
I think so too.
Mafia, we hereby challenge you to survive the week and to ensure that Prohibition stays around by rigging the election and keeping President Hoover in office.
And students, we challenge you to use any means necessary to get rid of the mafia and make sure we have a fair election where Roosevelt will hopefully win and get rid of Prohibition.
Wait a second. Are we asking students to kill other people for cheap alcohol?